khulu namashumi asixhenxe anesithandathu bedutyulwa ngamapolisa kuloo ngxobo yayisenzeka apho. Kodwa ke urhulumente ka-1994 ulithatha channel sithe makasincokole ke namhlanje sincokole nabantu abatsha ke sive into yoba yintoni bona abayikhumbulayo okanye inisha ntoni na kaJune 16. Sinaye ke apha uZizipho Nogwaza yake uthi uyi-social entrepreneur ke ungunobhizinesi ungumntu omtsha. Sibe naye ke uphaya yena eKokstad, sibe naye uRK Kgotsofalang umayekisa yena ke ulapha ke eMatatiele based ke phaya kwindawo yase eMaluto okanye Hartbeespoort. Yes. Guys, Zizipho Nogwaza masikwamkele kwi-The Information Channel namhlanje.
Manibulise kwakhona. Ngelo elithuba siphelisa alifumana singabantu abatsha. Kinali basha mosho njalo ngesuku. Am I right? Okay, I'm right. I'm trying my little suit. I don't know suit that much. Kinali basha.
You should know by now.
You never taught me how to speak suit. Okay, you fake me. You fake me. Okay, manibulise ke kubalandeli nabathandi nabathengi be-Informa. Njengoba sechilo kubhuti wayichayilela nobana kutheni silapha namhlanje sisebenzisa. Thank you for joining us Nokuthula Shange from Durban. Invite me. Thank you for joining us. Then ndisatsho ndithi ndiyabulela ngelithuba ndifumana namhlanje nobana i-Informa i-digital kakhulu ngoku xa isinika ezi platforms futhi masibulele kuwo nothuba osinika lona. I don't take this for granted. I take this as a very important session. Oye what appreciate what you need to collaborate with us as abantu abasha. Thank you. I'm sure this is going to be a productive and a fruitful session. And goes.
All right, ke bhuti masihambe ke siye phaya ku-RK Mayekisa. RK sikwamkele nawe kwi-Informa newspaper.
Yes guys, molweni ninjani? Yes, ndibulise kuwo wonke umuntu ofunda in the Informa all day every day. Ndibulise nakuwo wonke umuntu ozabebukele le video, and of course we are commemorating Youth Day nge-16th June 2020.
All right guys, welcome. Unokuthula asikamboni ke September sambona apha ethubeni i-technicians zethu sazama into okubana xa ikhona zomkhanyo entrepreneur. Makasiqale sive yintoni le uthetha ngayo xa uthi social entrepreneur.
Enkosi bhuti ngalombuzo lo. I-social entrepreneur is someone who create initiatives okanye who come up with innovative solutions. It's not just a business person who always think about profit, getting profit. Profit is a secondary objective when you come to your social entrepreneur. Why is a secondary objective? What we first prioritize is human development, is to balance the quality life for all. That is why I am the social entrepreneur. So first thing first is to make sure that I identify the social problems or any pressing social problems in the area. So it must be the first priority. I'm not saying that I'm not making a profit anymore. I did make profit, but it must come as a secondary objective so that I can be able to what money I'm making, I'm able to plow back to the society or check what charity programs or what help could I offer to those people that I see that are in need of that particular change in their life. Because we are having a mandate as business people. Even if you're not a social entrepreneur, you might be just an entrepreneur, wherever that you are. We're having a mandate of whatever money that you're making, plow back, try to help someone there, spot or identify the social problems or the societal problem that we're facing. Like currently, we're facing the social problem called gender-based violence. How do we then tackle those challenges? So as business people who need to collaborate on that, that is why I'm the social entrepreneur. It means anything to do with pressing social problems, I must be able to tackle it and provide solution to it.
Right. Makasiye ke ku RK wena oyenzayo as a business person. We know that you are busy doing a lot of things. wena wenza ntoni njengomuntu omtsha ebomini?
Right, enkosi kakhulu. Ndiye ndisithi mna ebantwini xa bebuza uba ndenza ntoni ndithi I do everything under the sun as long as iyenza imali, iphuhlisa ubomi bomnye umntu, and of course iyadevelopha uhlaleni kuloo ndawo uhlala kuyo, because I believe uba kuloo ndawo uhlala kuyo you have to first develop it before you go out and develop any other place. So what I do then as a social entrepreneur, I think mina no Zizman, we more or less do the same thing. But I think I'm more into business development. I want everyone around me or my friends, family, they know me. But I always preach about businesses. Like I feel like everyone should have their own businesses. And if you have started your business, I feel like you should have ways in which you develop your business. And I believe also that by developing your business, you're creating a stable work environment for people who are unemployed, and also you are creating an environment where you're exchanging goods and services for the money. So the money flows within for every business or any type of business then that means we are able to buy within within ourselves and the economy, and we don't have to buy outside. So for me, I feel like my responsibility to the community or to Abantu Basematatiele or Ulucha is to say to them, let's go out there, start businesses, develop them and grow them. Who knows, maybe you might be the next big employer in South Africa. So I'm more into exposing businesses, giving business necessary market stability, or in fact branding yourself and putting yourself out there. Yeah.
Now guys, introduction yam sithethe ngeJune 16 where celebrate abantu abatsha. Nina senivile kakhulu. It means something. Election 16 ithetha ukuthini kuni? Masiqale kuZizipho nokwazi. Ithetha ukuthini iJune 16 kuwe Zizipho?
Na kuri June 16 nje uyilana nje back pha size sikhumbule lobana it was a good fight that was happening in 1976 where the youths in masses take up the spear and voice out their frustration to say no when it comes to this and that. It was the kind of the oppression of they were subjected to at that particular time in 1976. So whenever they take up that spear of fighting, they were trying to resolve, not like they were trying to collapse the government that was part of the apartheid regime at that particular moment. But they find a time where they say we are fed up of having to be fed or to told what to do without having our own or to exercising our rights. Those 1976 youths, they felt like they were so they feel like we need to fight against these ills that we are seeing that are making us to be oppressed and not be free youths that will be able to voice out our concern. So taking that, drawing back to that particular occasion or that event that was happening in 1976, taking to 2020, me as a youth, it's my time in the front line also. Because we've seen that even in the strategic positions, in the decision making, in the policy making, in the law making in South Africa, we find ourselves there to have been sidelined as youths. So having to be sidelined, I'm not able to get a bigger platform to express myself, to express my capabilities, to express my expertise, express what things can I do in terms of innovative solution that I said to you before. So I felt like from those youths who were fighting in 1976, we need to revive that spirit where we say to government, it's our time also to include us in the decision making. When it comes to parliament, when it comes to wherever, it can be a policy change, policy making changing, law making changing, anything that is to do with the South African portfolio head, without having us on those decision making. I felt like for me in 2020, I make a plea. I'm challenging government. I'm making an appeal to government, not only to government, as well as the corporate companies, the corporate world at par. You take front line from now, because if you don't take the forefront, it means to say they just decided for us without having to consult us. Principles of South Africa. But I've never had any consultation any further from now where there is someone from government in the national level, they came to us as youths. At youths, what exactly are you looking? What exactly are you wanting? I've never heard of those data collection where they come to us and do data collection and do research, speak to us and check what things need to be done for us to go for us. I'm challenging government that as from now, 2020 going forward and beyond, let us be in the making. Let us be in the front line. Let us be also included in those things that government are talking about when it comes to youths. Per se, I'm challenging President Office that this was allowed as well to take part.
Okay. Now, RK, now as Yakbona, I'll thank him to put you just doing your own thing. Go and to say you are free. What does that mean to you as a young person, RK?
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Firstly, I feel like we should be very grateful for youth Silwela ngo 1976 freedom because I feel like adding to what this man was saying, I feel like they were fighting a different battle back then to say, we don't like this language that you are using or imposing on us. We don't like this is not how we want to know ourselves or how we want to grow or how we want to brand ourselves. So we really appreciate them for fighting that. But now it's very different when because in as much as they fought for that freedom and we got the freedom, now we are fighting a different battle. The battle now is about what this man was saying, to say, even after the youth have proven that we have what it takes to, develop policies, to make decisions or anything else of that matter, we're still sidelined in a lot of things. Have that BEE thing going on, and then they say the more black you are, the more you are, the more this you are, the better your chances of getting things. But deep down and in reality, we know that people are still getting tenders, people are getting employed and all of that. It's people who are deployed by their political parties to sit in those positions. It doesn't matter what age you are, as long as you have the support from the people you come from, then your word is your word. So currently fighting, yes, we are free. I believe that we are free. Is the fact that we are able to go on Facebook and write whatever we want to write about the government or whatever the case is. I feel like that's a freedom of speech. But now, are we economically free? And I feel like as youth, we are not yet economically free, which is the fight that we are currently fighting at this moment. We might be free, but I don't believe that youth is. And then that's the fight we are still fighting. I think the likes of Abo Zisman and any other youth person, I can count about the ocean, is the things that we constantly engage ourselves in to say, in the next few years we are becoming over 35, and now we still as youth people from age of 16 to now 35, what is it that we've benefited, like you, or people still feel like, oh, you're still young and naive or whatever, they won't work with you. So we're trying to fight that stereotype to say, yes, we are young, yes, we are straight from varsity, yes, we do this and that, but we are able to do what you are doing and more. And with the fact that we are exposed to a lot, because nowadays social media plays a very vital role, internet plays a very vital role. So if you are a leader and not on the internet, I have bad news for you. So yeah, we are free, but not free.
Okay. Now, RK, there are other young people, but the majority of young people, they are involved with drugs, they are involved sexually, wrong, where we can pick and choose and say, who's this man? Ban. But the majority of young people are not following up with footsteps. What are they telling you guys? What are they saying to you?
Well, I like that question, Madam Andile, because they see what we are doing. It's not like we or who are not doing anything in their lives can't see their statements or what they normally say is, we asibani yophelela PRK ubani bani wake wazama ukwenza lento yenzayo before it never succeeded ubani bani wake wayenza lento government angeke recognize it, this and this and that. It's just a matter of you and making your personal decision to say, I'm not doing this for the government to recognize me. I'm doing this because I'm passionate about it, and I'm doing this because I believe I'm going to grow out of it. Whether it's through the government or through Angela or through Zizman, but you just in life you just need that one person who's gonna believe in the idea, that person who's got all the resources to get you to the right step. So people are frustrated because they've tried things, they've tested things, but they have not worked. So hence they more or less, most of them resort to, drugs and being useless and feel like, I've tried this and I've done this. I can make an example, one for the flea market that I'm doing. I don't know how many people have come to me and said to me, RK, someone have tried this, it has failed. Ubanban has tried this, it has failed. Why do you think you are going to make it? I'm like, even if I start with 5 people for the next 5 years, it's fine, but eventually to get there. So I think maybe some people lack perseverance, which is something that's very important when it comes to business. So yeah, I think that's the case.
Enihamba nabo.
There's something wrong with the microphone, this man.
That's this man. This man. Unmute apho kwelo cala lakho.
Yeah.
This man.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay, thank you. Ndiyethanda le lithetha icolleague yam RK le nto anyathela kuyo kakhulu. Which is the battle that you are fighting. When you talk about people who are involved in drugs and also alcohol, they normally portray us as people who are mad or too ambitious. You're not living in that particular country. White in South Africa here in Kobe. If we do things abnormal or ordinary people. I can give you friends. Me people we are coming from the family. We don't have something to brag about. I believe my RKMX is like me. We're not coming from a rich family. There's no hand out. There's no one to help us. We don't have any connection anyway. We are the same, me and RKMX. Because we normally try on WhatsApp and tell, hey, brah, you know what? This frustration of getting sidelined or being kept must never demoralize us or motivate us. Let's find a ways, because there are 58 million in South Africa who can help our hustling grow. So if you have that mentality of saying that government doesn't want to listen to us, and the next thing, where's our host?
I think you can continue talking.
Our host. The host, yes, invoice host Leila Mklan. So we can't keep. Hello, Buddha is here.
He's back, is he not?
Zoom, Buddha is still here.
Okay, all right, guys, ningakhathazeki. Iphuwa inetwork esikuyo ukuziyaqhawuqhawukelana kufuneka sinyamezelana. Now, besathetha ke pha andimvanga noba ukwazile nokugqiba kodwa ke ayikho but one thing this man that you mentioned and no RK noba uyifumene andiboni ke apha uRK andazi noba siyavakala na is the attitude khona ne. All right, is the attitude ika-government kubantu abatsha ekhangela isicacisele niyibona njani i-attitude kubantu abatsha RK i-attitude ka-government kubantu abatsha niyibona njani?
All right, I feel like the attitude ka-government it's in fact I would say their energy is the energy that they have, which is I think they channeling it in a wrong I don't know, wrong route, if there's a route and the route. Okay. Their energy of wanting to help the community is there, right? Is there. Banayo yona. I believe for the fact that Mtu fought for a position over at the Ayoba, a mayor or a municipal manager or a manager, that person has had the energy and saw something. But now the problem, as soon as these people get inside, they are getting into an environment where it's norm that corruption in Mayenzi, it's norm that certain people get certain tenders, it's norm that certain people are recognized over certain people. So I, for one, have friends, government, who are decision makers and whatnot, but they are not doing any favors for me because that's just by mere fact of me knowing them, because they don't have the powers to tweak things in a way or in a sense that they would want to. I speak to a lot of them. I speak to a lot of them about the ideas we have of the town. They buy into the ideas. They can see which these ideas is going to blow the town out of proportion. Like the flea market we are doing, it's a lot of people love it, but the only difficulty now is for them to say, wow, we love what you're doing and can we help you? That, I think, then it's not about a matter of attitude or energy. Now it comes with a matter of pride to say you are in a position to create this flea market, but you have failed to create it. Somebody else from the outside who's not in municipality managed to create it, but now why aren't you going to that person and say, can we collaborate and work together and create magic? So I think more over an attitude, the people have pride. They don't want to accept the fact that there are people who know better than them. Instead of them consulting, they would rather sideline you and make sure that no one takes you serious. So I think that's energy and pride.
Okay, that's a painful thing, Yani, because when you know you've got ideas that can work, abantu bangazithathi. This man, unai experiences ozinto, you've been to many places. Apho usifaka khona ideas zokutshintsha izinto, but zingenzeki ngenxa attitude yabantu abasezi office. How do you feel?
I won't lie about it, and you, RK Mayegisa. I stopped dishing out the proposal since I think I've tried to do that from 2016, 2015, back then, 14, 15, 13, going to 2017, 2018. Then I was fed up in 2018. I said, no, let me do my things on my own. Let me transform my business. Let me transform the people surrounding areas. You know what, Buti? I'm not bragging, but I was lucky to be chosen here in KZN. Among 1,000 companies that apply, there's a program that we're doing with economic development of the province, KZN, as well as KZN, and working with the retired professors. I was among those 10 companies that choose live, out of 1,000 companies that are applying for that. Remember, I'm from Endabangolo. I was supposed, I believe that opportunity was supposed to get in Eastern Cape where I was born and bred. Well, to actually pick it at home. But at home, I was always sidelined, I won't lie. Okay, I tried to emerge with my municipality on 2016 and 2017. Now things will change because of the political landscape for whatever reason that I want to explain it, but I'm not a politician. But you know, having to be chosen to that program this year until Ulenduga end of Unyak as a businesses. So I felt like, okay, I was not doing something wrong, Puj, Ekaya, Eastern Cape in 2016. But I feel like those people who keep me because it was tough with the assessment. Because imagine thousands of companies will apply for that thing. So assessment was tough and was assessed by professors. You know a professor, assessment was done by professors. 3 professors in KZN. They saw that when they assessed, because there was an assessment, there was an interview. We did think about 2 weeks. But they managed to see that guy has a potential. It means is when I start to do the self-introspection, I was proposing these ideas. Because actually my ideas now, there was Manyego we provinces to get the and he met with me victoriously. So to what RK Mike's is trying to express is really true. RK Mike's now is in Johannesburg. Am I lying, my colleague?
I'm here.
He's in Johannesburg now. Yes, I'm in Coxstage. I'm not in Tabangulu, where I was born and bred, where I was supposed to partake economically and be active in terms of bringing the in terms of partaking to the local GDP per capita. We are trying by all means to participate, to boost our local GDP per capita in our area. But you are being a keep, which is no, you dish your proposal because you're not connected. You're not connected. You're not in somebody's fraction. You're not in somebody's fraction, and you're not level about that, but particular group, you sideline. And part of that Matatiela is vulnerable in terms of the virus is there. And that drone can be able to track and detect and monitor the movement of the people and report back to the relevant people. I tried to propose that, and I was starting in inaccessible areas, remote areas.